Hello students, welcome to meenglish.com, the one-stop solution for ESL examination. In this lecture, we are going to learn how to solve the true, false and not given types of question. Before we begin, if you are a new student and have no idea about IELTS exam, then I would recommend watching the overview lecture first. The link to the lecture is available in the description. Now let's begin. Before we do some practice example, let us discuss some facts related to these types of questions. You should only choose true if the statement is clearly mentioned in the paragraph or passage. If you have even the slightest doubt, then never choose true as your answer. Now you should choose false if you have found that the information is mentioned but it is incorrect as per the statement, then and only then choose false. Lastly, if you don't find the information you are looking, then make this choice of not given without any hesitation. Let's see some examples so that you can get a better idea on how to solve such questions. Now pause the video and read the paragraph. Done? Let's look at the questions. Now the question is, the website www.newzealand.com aimed to provide ready-made itineraries and packages for the travel companies and individual tourists. True, false or not given. Now, you need to be little logical over here. Read the first line of the paragraph. The website was set up to allow both individuals and travel organizations to create itineraries and travel packages to suit their own needs and interests. This line clearly mentioned that website was made to create the itineraries and not provide ready-made ones. So this information is given but contradicts with the questions, hence the answer is false. Now let's see the second example. Now no need to pause because it is the same paragraph. It was found that most visitors started searching on the website by geographical location. True, false or not given. Now pause the video and find the answer. Done? Alright. After reading the passage, there is no information which states that visitors started searching the website on the basis of geographical location. It is mentioned that visitor can search as per the geographical location, but visitors actually started searching is not mentioned. I hope you got my point. Here it is, you can read it. On the website, visitor can search for activities not solely by geographical location. I hope you got my point. This is a kind of a trap question. I always tell you that don't just make a choice if you see similar words. The correct answer is not given. I hope you are understanding how to solve such questions. I would again repeat. In the entire passage, there is no information which states that visitors started searching the website on the basis of geographical location. Keep this in mind. Let's see the next example. Now pause the video and search for the answer because it's the same paragraph. Done? Alright. Now the answer is extremely easy to detect because of the 26% figure in the question and the paragraph. You can see according to the research, 26% of the visitor satisfaction is related to the accommodation. Now we can clearly see this big 26%. Let's read the line what it says. This is important as research shows that activities are the key driver of visitor satisfaction, contributing 74% to visitor satisfaction, while transport and accommodation account for the remaining 26%. Now This answer is really tricky. If your answer is true, then my friend, you are not reading properly. The answer cannot be not given because it is actually given. The information is present. You can see that. Now the correct answer is false. Why? Because 26% is the combined percentage of transport and accommodation, while transport and accommodation account for remaining 26%. This information is false. The question asks, according to the research, 26% of visitor satisfaction related to accommodation. But in the passage, it is related to transport and accommodation and not the accommodation alone. So 26% is actually an incorrect answer as per this question. That's why the answer is false. Alright, I hope you are getting where people make mistakes. Let's see a next example. Now the question is, visitors to New Zealand like to become involved in the local culture. True, false or not given. Now pause the video and try to find the answer. Done? Alright. If your choice is true, then you are correct, because in the middle of the paragraph it is clearly mentioned that visitors enjoy local cultural activity. Here it is. It has been found that visitors enjoy cultural activities most when they are interactive, such as visiting a marae to learn about the traditional Maori life. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Let's see the question. Visitors like staying in small hotels in New Zealand rather than in large ones. True, false or not given. Make a choice. Done? Alright. The correct answer is not given, because within the entire paragraph there is no information about big or small hotels. You can read the entire paragraph and you won't find any such information. So you can directly jump on to not given instead of searching for any information, because you will not find it. Understood? I hope you are learning how to solve these questions quickly. Let us see one more example before we end this video. Now this paragraph is new, so pause the video and read it. Done? Let's see the question. Many visitors feel it is unlikely that they will return to New Zealand after their visit. True, false or not given. Now make a choice. Pause the video. Done? Now, if your choice is true, then fantastic, you are correct. If you read the fourth line, because of the long haul flights, most visitors stay for longer, average 20 days, and want to see as much of the country as possible on what is often seen as once in a lifetime visit. This clearly means that they will not return for one more visit. I hope most of you are correct. This was truly a tricky question to answer. As I told you, sometimes you have to be logical as well. I hope you will practice as much as possible and master such questions. Let's look at some important points to remember. As I said, these type of questions are tricky and make you think a lot. Also, they can confuse you. So be quick in your decision and move on. Don't waste too much time. There are 39 other questions to attempt as well. Finish everything and come back if you need more time. Now this is also a very important point to remember. This is a language exam, not mathematics exam. Don't apply complex logic. If information is given, then it's given. Simple. Don't complicate things, okay? Now try to catch the keywords from the questions and then search these keywords in the paragraph for quicker approach to solve these questions. This way you will save time and you will locate the information rapidly, and your chances of accuracy will also increase. Now this brings us to the end of this lecture, and I hope you have understood how to solve these questions. If you have any doubt, then you can always raise a topic in the forum. The link to the forum is available in the description. I hope you have found this lecture informative. If you like this video, then please like and subscribe our YouTube channel and support us to bring you quality content and tips. See you in the next video. Take care.